Hello and welcome into the Max Stern Athletic Center for the last regular season home game of the season. I'm Charlie Bendheim, along with me, Zach Tuchman. It's good to be back. And tonight, the Yeshiva University Maccabees take on the Mount St. Vincent Dolphins in a game where, well, it's senior night, so the Macs are going to really want to have in front of their home fans for the last time this season. And they're coming off a game where, well, they didn't play great basketball, but they stuck with it.
Yeah, I mean, they played against St. Joseph's Long Island, a gritty road win. It was a close game in the first half, and the Macs just found a way to pull away in the second half, per usual.
And they're playing against a Mount St. Vincent team with a lot to prove tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the Macs played them one time already this season. The Macs won that game by 21 points. It was a close game in the first half. Once again, Macs pulling away in the second half. And two people to look out for here for the Dolphins tonight is Josh Capizzuto, averages 14 points a game, 7 rebounds a game. He can really do it all. And, of course, watch out for the sharpshooter, Dan Porsick.
Well, it's senior night tonight, so we're going to have a little bit of a ceremony after this quick commercial break, and then we're going to be back with anthems, lineups, and basketball here from the Max Stern Athletic Center. Don't go anywhere.
My story started with a letter in the mail. I took my first steps in New York and felt the energy all around me.
I connected with my Rebbe on the first day of Shir.
My story was learning that the mitochondria is more than just the powerhouse of the cell.
I made my painting from scratch, like really from scratch.
My roommates came here from 4 different countries. We lit one menorah together.
My story was practice every night.
Chavruta every night.
Subway rides, city lights.
In my story, my name was in the headlines.
The bylines.
The University Museum.
My story was my internship at the Supreme Court.
Dancing with the Israeli flag in Times Square.
My story was participating in the only hackathon, not on Shabbat.
The Career Center found me my first job at a top business analytics firm.
My story was becoming best friends with my chavruta.
And holding that NCAA trophy.
My story started here.
My story is just beginning.
For Kennedy, but take it back by Leipert. Give it to Terrell. Terrell! That's right, Terrell, 2 more!
Hello and welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center. We are almost ready for anthems and our senior night. I guess we'd call it a show? Ceremony, there we go. The word escaped me for a second. Last home game of the season. I think we are going to send it down to our PA announcer. Things just taking a second to get going here. Look at that. Yes, he is. Zukerman is in the building tonight for senior night.
Between the College of Mount St. Vincent Dolphins and your Yeshiva
the two-time Skyline champion, will be graduating with a degree in theater. From Lincolnwood, Illinois, number 35, Ryan Gopin. Our next graduating senior has been with the team for 3 years. Thanks to his strong leadership, he was named the team captain for his senior campaign. Last year, he was named the most outstanding player of the Skyline Conference Championships. He was also selected to the NABC Honors Corps. This season has been his best yet, as he's produced 5 double-doubles, including a triple-double that led Yeshiva to the win over Webster. He is averaging 10.9 points, 8.4 rebounds, 4.9 assists, and 1.1 steals per game this year, and has started in all 22 contests for YU during the 2022-23 season. He tallied 29 points, 16 rebounds, and 5 assists during YU's Skyline Road win at the College of Mount St. Vincent earlier this year. As impressive as all these stats are, it's the non-box score attributes that make this student athlete a special player. He hustles, fights for rebounds, and is the true heart and soul of this team. Graduating with a degree in economics from Manalapan, New Jersey, number 22, Zukerman.
Zucker being announced. Getting a lot of love from the fans here. Ryan Gopin was announced before him. Both have had extremely impressive careers with the Maccabees.
Always nice to see the players get a hand from the crowd after
Our
nice
last
career.
graduating senior has been with the team for 3 seasons. During his junior year, he was selected to the prestigious NABC Honors Corps thanks to his strong performance in the classroom and is a 2-time Skyline Conference Academic Honor Roll honoree. On the court, he has been excellent on defense, shutting the opposition down and forcing several steals. His hard work and commitment have earned him respect from his teammates and coaches. Graduating with a degree in finance from Baltimore, Maryland, number 10,
Landau. I've seen more minutes this season. He's impressed as always, a good three-point shooter, a good defender. Great person off the court, as are all of these players for YU. You got to know them personally over the years. They're just really, really good people.
Yeah, wonderful people. You heard, great students as well.
Yep.
Can't say so much for myself.
I was going to say, it doesn't, the booth, people in the booth don't have the same accolades. But very impressive players on and off the court. Fans showing their appreciation for them tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give one more round of applause for all our graduating seniors.
As we know, just because you graduate YU doesn't mean that you no longer have anything to do with it.
And all these players do have 1 year left of eligibility if they would like to take advantage of that.
6'1" junior from Berlinger, New Jersey, number 11, Joshua Kazuda. At forward, a 6'6" junior from Virginia Beach, Virginia, number 14, David Smith. At guard, a 6'5" senior from Putnam, Connecticut, number 22, Dan Forsyth. At guard, a 6'3" sophomore from Great Neck, New York, number 25, Dylan Hahn. The head coach of the Dolphins is James Mooney. And now, time to meet the starting lineup for your Yeshiva University Maccabees. At guard, a 5'10" junior from Jamaica, New York, number 0, Oren Bendheim. At guard, a 5'10" senior from Baltimore, Maryland, number 10, God Landau. At guard, a 6'2" junior from Omer, Israel, number 32, Adi Markovich. At forward, a 6'6" senior from Lincolnwood, Illinois, number 35, Ryan Boko. And at forward, a 6'4" senior from Alabama, New Jersey, number 22, Matan Zucker. The head coach for Yeshiva is Elliot Stanmitz.
Online to check out all the great virtual events and opportunities we have for YU students and how you too can be a Maccabee. Just to go over it quickly one more time. For the Dolphins, it's going to be number 4, DJ Tucker, number 11, Joshua Capizzuto, number 14, Haven Smith, number 22, Dan Porsick, and number 25, Dylan Hode. And for the Macs, it's going to be a new starting 5 because of senior night. It's going to be number 0, Oren Batesh, number 10, Gav Landau, number 22, Matan Zucker, number 32, Adi Markovich, and number 35, Ryan Boker. So we're just about ready to get going here. A win tonight ensures at least one home game in the playoffs for the Maccabees. Refs are ready, fans are ready, players are ready, we're ready. Let's do it here in the Maxton Athletic Center as the Macs will start with possession.
I think Ryan Booker's that's 1-0 on his career in jump balls.
That might be a correct stat.
Best percentage of all time.
Of all time as Landau misses the layup. I wonder how long Coach Steinmetz keeps these guys out there to start the game.
Yeah, we'll see how they start off.
Boker gets the block, showing his prowess on the defensive end early.
Yeah, I mean, I think with a bunch of seniors, maybe only give him 30 seconds or so, but with only 3 seniors on the team, I think they'll let him ride for a little bit longer, I would assume.
And number 22, Dan Porsick, is the only senior on this Dolphins team.
And I think, unsurprisingly, they have Adi Markovich looming close to him, making sure that he's not going to get any open space whatsoever.
Well, it's Porsick right now. There's 4 on the shot clock. Tucker loses it, gets it back, puts up a tough shot. Air ball, so that'll be a shot clock violation. Good first defensive possession by the Macs.
Yeah, it was great defense by the Macs, as I said. Adi Markovich locking down Dan Porsick, not giving him any airspace whatsoever. They don't want to let him get hot. That could be the game plan for the Macs. Limit Porsick, and that's going to screw up the rest of their offense.
Batesh, obviously, 2 games ago, just put on an unreal performance. At one point, was 9 of 9 from downtown, ended with 30 points.
I mean, Batesh is shooting 50% this season from three-pointer, and that's just unheard of. I mean, let's see if he continues this going on tonight, but a sloppy turnover there by the Macs.
It's been sloppy on both sides thus far.
I mean, these players, how often do these players usually play together? Maybe a couple minutes in practice, but not during the game together very frequently. Maybe a little lack of chemistry.
Porsick gets to the free throw line, pulls up. Zucker with the rebound.
That might be the first of many rebounds here tonight from Eitan.
Boker takes it strong. And the rebound is put back by Matan.
Yeah, as I said, Matan another board, and he had 29 and 16 the last time these two teams played. If I'm Mount St. Vincent, I'm keying in on him, making sure he doesn't beat me again.
Porsick. Capizzuto going to get called for a travel. He's the leading scorer for this Dolphins team. Averaging just over 14.5 points per game this season. Now it's Batesh at the top of the key. Landau loses it and knocks it out of bounds, so it's going to the Dolphins. Very sloppy on both ends of the court for both teams.
Yeah, you'll see here. I mean, just simple try to entry pass into the post, and Landau just doesn't put enough oomph on it, and easy play there for Tucker to just knock it away and get the steal.
It's Tucker. Off to Capizzuto. Landau on him. He takes it in strong. Absorbs the contact and one. Zucker called in the restricted area.
Yeah, it's a really good take there by Capizzuto. It means the leading scorer, we said, 14 points per game. He blows right by Gav Landau, as you'll see here. And then Matan Zucker, that'll help a little bit late, I think, like Charlie said, in the restricted area. Blocking call, good call by the referee. And he'll try to finish it off the line for the three-point play.
Refs, I think, discussing whether or not the ball actually went through the hoop, which it did.
I think it's usually pretty obvious.
Yeah.
To me. Maybe we have good seats.
Well, if they need a replay, they could just ask us.
All right, everything's sorted out. Oh, I did not know Capizzuto was a lefty. That was such a nice take with his right hand.
Yeah.
Threw me off a little bit. That free throw was pure.
Free throw was nice as well. Capizzuto with all three of the Dolphins' early points. Markovic being harassed by Porsick. Matan, nice pass inside to Markovic. He couldn't handle it right away. Tries to go up with it, but Smith says no. Here comes Hode with his left. Batesh with the rebound. He's got Zucker. Back and forth we go, end-to-end action. Uses his favorite left and puts it in.
That's a good take by Matan, but if you're Mount St. Vincent Dolphins, you know Matan Zucker's always going to try to get back to his left hand. And you had him on the right side of the basket, but does that quick crossover. They just couldn't do anything about it.
Markovic almost poked that away. Matan had his best scoring night of the season last time these two teams faced off at 29. Also pulled 16 boards. An impressive game for him. He's going to look to mirror that performance tonight. As Tucker, a second block by Boker of the day. Smith, though, mid-range jumper.
Nice shot there by Haven Smith. He can stretch the floor a little bit. Good presence off the bench. Big, strong, athletic, 6'6", Haven Smith. And Dolphins up by one here early.
Coach Diamond's seen enough and is going to put the normal starters back into the game at the next dead ball as Markovic pulls the three just a little short. Capizzuto with the rebound, and he's pushing. Takes it all the way, gets fouled. That'll be 2 shots coming for Joshua Capizzuto. All these players on the court right now for the Dolphins not scared to put the shot up. There's no one player who you could just leave open. They're all threats to score.
Yeah, I mean, I think this Dolphins team, they're already locked into the playoffs. Just a question of seeding for them. So why not? You're playing the potential 1 seed on the road in their senior night. Like, why not just leave it all you have on the court? What do they have to lose?
You got nothing to lose as the seniors now check out. Landau, Boker check out. Markovic checks out as well. 2 standing ovation, all 3 of them. I think it'll be interesting to see if Boker gets any more minutes. Played pretty well defensively there. Has played well defensively all season whenever he's gotten the opportunity.
Yeah, Boker's a big body. He's a good presence down low. I mean, Max have a couple players of Boker's size, but there's not too many 6'5" Jewish guys roaming around on the streets that can play basketball.
Roy just checking into the game's got it. Samet's first touches. Now Zakon. blows by right, throws it up athletically, uses some English to get the layup to fall.
That was a really impressive drive by Zach, and he gets to the rim at will. You see right there, and a little English on that one to just get that one home.
Sean Goodwin, number 13, checked into the game as Porsick hits a three.
Yeah, we talked about this from the open. Porsick's a great shooter. You can't give him any space whatsoever, and if he gets hot, the Max could be in trouble. He did not have a good game the last time these two teams played.
Matan Zucker at the top of the key. Uses his body nicely. Can't get the layup to fall. It's a fight for the rebound. It'll be a jump ball as both players hit the deck.
I'm surprised there was no call on that drive. Might have been a charge, might have been a block, but I would have called something probably. But either way, Matan Zucker never giving up, fighting for the ball, but Mount St. Vincent now a chance to extend their lead after a good defensive possession once again.
Capizzuto, good handle. Zakheim on him though. Smith shuffled his feet, got away with the travel. Zucker on the rebound. He really is a beast.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a 50-50 ball with Matan Zucker. It's more like 80-20 every single time.
Zakheim draws the foul. That'll be on Sean Goodwin.
Yeah, he's not like that call. I mean, they've been letting a lot go, I feel like, early on, and Sean Goodwin just gets called for a ticky-tack foul on that one. Barely any contact. He's not going to be happy.
Salmon wide open for three. Connects.
Yeah, we talked about Dan Porsick on one end, can't give him any space, and likewise for the Max. Zevi Salmon, don't give him any space. That's the easiest look he's probably going to get all night.
And as per usual, the opposing team will not want Zevi Salmon to get going as Capizzuto hits one from the mid-range.
Yeah, I mean, Capizzuto's off to a nice start here. He's got 7 points now. He's the best player for this team, and he's been playing well so far.
Samet. Extra pass, Patesh wide open for three. Way too strong. You don't often see that, but it stays with the Maccabees and Max Zakheim.
Yeah, but Chocolate didn't reset, didn't hit the rim.
So Zakheim hits a three of his own and shows the fan how many he counts for. That gets the crowd going a little bit. Defense chance arise. Borsic. Smith, too hot to handle. Max ball.
And Haven Smith's been a little bit sloppy with the ball. We have a timeout for the Dolphins.
And during these timeouts, we're going to be interviewing different players and family members of seniors. So we are going to send it, I believe, to S.J. Tannenbaum. Maybe having some difficulties right now.
Thank you, guys. I have the pleasure of sitting here with Mr. Jonathan and Mrs. Stephanie Landau, the parents of Max graduating senior Gav Landau. Landau's, what's it like to be here tonight on senior night, getting a chance to watch your son Gav play in his final Max regular season home game, but hopefully not his final Max home game as the playoffs approach?
Well, I think it's exciting, obviously, since he got to start. Although last year he technically started one game because they mixed up his number with Ryan. So, but it's still great. He's had a great time here, and you know, I guess there's probably no substitute for being a Mac parent.
We love to see him play anytime. It's his passion. He puts all into it, and we just love coming to see him watch, and play, and just fulfill his dream.
For all of us at Max Live and YU and Sims, who are obviously going to miss Gav, what are Gav's plans for after he graduates from YU?
So he's going to go to business school, try to get a master's in one of the financial, industries. And could be he could come back next year here as well and do a graduate program at YU. It's something that's in the cards, and he'll have to make a decision after the season.
Yeah.
Anyone you want to shout out at home? Any cousins or siblings of Gav that maybe couldn't make it to the game tonight?
Daniela, who probably is watching, Yaeli, and of course our grandson Noah, who's got to be sleeping.
And Grandpa, who watches every game.
Shout out to all the Landaus. Be sure to stick with us as we continue interviewing the families and parents of our graduating Max seniors. Charlie and Zach, back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, SJ. Thank you, Landaus. As Max Zakheim hits that layup. So cool to talk to all the parents of these Max graduates and hear their perspectives of how it's been for the players and for the families through their journeys as Max and Max parents. So we're going to continue doing that for the rest of this game as that ball's thrown out of bounds. See here the replay. Layup no good. Roy doing a lot to make sure that it wasn't an easy take. Roy, no good on the deep three. Back comes Porsick. One step inside the three-point line and nails the jumper.
Porsick's feeling good. I mean, he's got 5 points, but he's really been selective with when he shoots. He's not forcing anything up so far. He's only been taking good shots. And when he's been open, he's hit them.
14-14 game. Around 9 minutes gone in the first half. Matan Zucker gets fouled. That will be on the ground, I believe. It will be.
Yeah, you definitely can't do that. Haven Smith put, I think, both his hands, his chest, he put pretty much every body part on Matan Zucker there. That's not allowed.
It is not, but now Matan's going to go take a seat to a standing ovation from the fans, as is Oren Batesh. Effie Freundlich checking into the game along with Dotan Berdichev. Dotan having some wardrobe malfunction. He's got that all cleared up. It's Roy to inbound the ball. Sammy, catch and shoot three. No good. Tapped out by Roy. Dotan. Off to Zakheim, they'll slow it down. Effie with 5 on the shot clock. Out to Max, he's open for 3. Short. Ball knocked out of bounds by Porsick, so it'll stay with the Max.
A good pass there by Freundlich. Zakheim, who's been hot early, 7 quick points off the bench, but could not hit, but Dan Porsick having trouble with the rebound. Max get another possession.
Effie Freundlich, of course, joined this team late. Has been an Energizer bunny for the Max as Zakheim takes it in and finishes with his right hand.
I mean, Max Zakheim is just like, they have no person on the team that could stop him right now. He's getting to the basket at will, and he's been really good at finishing around the rim here tonight.
He leads all scorers with 9. Max lead by 2. As Hode now. Porsick at 3, hits it again. So Porsick's now got 8. 2 threes on the game.
Yeah, they call that one a 2, but once again, Porsick starting to heat up. 7 points now. And he hasn't missed a shot from long range here tonight.
So because it was called a 2, 16 all. Freundlich open for 3. He could hit those. Little short. Good box out by Haven Smith. And back comes DJ Tucker.
They're going to feed the hot hand here to see if Porsick can get a shot.
That'll be a foul on Roy. That'll be YU's third. Roy's first.
Yeah, a little bit of a hand check there. And now that then Porsick has hit some, I mean, it's going to be a very tough cover here for the Max because you can't give him any space on the ball, but now he can hit you with that pump fake because you have to respect his shot. He could drive right past you and hit that mid-range, which you saw he did a couple possessions ago.
A couple changes here for the Dolphins. Number 2, Frank Camastro subs into the game along with Jalen Lewis, number 0. And George Mejia, number 21. Jalen Lewis, number 0, a freak athlete. He's thrown down some pretty crazy dunks this season. As Hode gets called for the travel. Actually had one on the Max the first time they played. See a little bit of indecision there by Dylan Hode leads to the shuffling of the feet. And the Max in possession. Samet twisting, turning inside and one.
That's a really good, smart, heady play by the Max. You know, you have Zevi Samet a good 5 inches on Frank Camastro and just bullies him down low in the post. Not necessarily Samet's game, but when you have a 5-inch size advantage, you got to go to work, and nothing Camastro can really do there.
One shot coming for Zevi. And he hits it. 3-point game. 9.5 to go in the first half. It's Tucker. Dotan almost poked it away from Porsic. Porsic with 6 on the shot clock. We'll try a deep 3. Bricks it. And Samet comes out with the rebound. Bayou's been pretty solid on the defensive end thus far. As Dotan will try his luck from downtown. Bricks it as well. So 2 threes, no rims. Maybe both teams should think about taking a step in. Because finally we had a shot hit the rim, but still no good by DJ Tucker. And back comes Max Zakon. Samet, cross-court Freundlich. Extra pass to Roy. 3's left short. And Freundlich gets called for the foul. That'll be his first. Be a 30-second timeout there. Called. And we want to send our condolences. We regret to announce the passing of Gila Rollhouse, the wife of Max superfan Michael Rollhouse. We send our condolences to Michael and the entire Rollhouse family. Should only be good things from now on. Both teams out of their huddles. And we're back to action. What have you seen, Zach, thus far?
I think I've seen a little bit of sloppy play thus far. A lot of shots that I'm not really liking so much as I see another turnover and a 4-on-1. But you know, the Max is starting to pick it up a little bit offensively. But one thing I have liked so far is Max Zakheim attacking the rim has been very successful thus far. I've seen in the past why you likes to settle for too many three-pointers sometimes. But old reliable Max Zakheim attacking the rim is always going to get the job done.
Zakheim was open on a cut. Roy failed to see him in time, but now hits him on this cut. And Zakheim throws it up and in. He's so impressive. Max Zakheim putting on a show.
Yeah, he's just a really good finisher around the rim, as we said before. That puts him in double digits. But it doesn't even have to be a shot around the rim necessarily, but just bringing someone into the paint just allows you to either kick, take a shot. It just compresses the defense, and that's going to allow your offense to open up. But nonetheless, Max Zakheim in double digits, finishing around the rim with ease.
Oren Batash and Matan Zucker check into the game. Freundlich and Berdichev take a seat. Zakheim 5 of 6 from the field thus far. Has hit 1 3. Free throw rolls in. So he's got 12, leading all scorers tonight. Now let's see if the Max can get a stop on the defensive end. It's Cabazuto. He's quick. Off to Dylan Hode. Mejia and hold. Play catch, and Mejia's going to put a bow on it. So nice two-man game by Mejia and Hode, and it results in 2 points for the Dolphins.
Yeah, we talked about attacking the basket for the Max, but right there you see Dylan Hode gets to the basket, He draws the help defender Matan Zucker, and then you have two options here to take yourself or dish it off to your teammate.
That'll be an offensive foul by Zakheim. Extended the arm.
Yeah, I think that's the right call there. The referee Zakheim does extend the arm.
That'll be
you
the
might
max
see
bid.
the end of this replay, possibly. In time. Yeah, just pushes off, and good sell there by Dylan Hood as well to finish the play.
It's Hood. Tucker. Get to his spot, rises and drains the mid-ranger.
Yeah, Tucker averages 13 points a game. He could definitely put the ball in the basket. That one ties the game. He airballed one earlier, but that one was pure.
Matan Zucker started the game strong for the Maccabees. Took a quick breather. We'll see if he can pick up where he left off. And he'll get a chance. Oh my! Foul called. Number 0, though, Jalen Lewis, as mentioned before, a freak athlete, got up there for that block.
That was pretty freaky. I definitely can't do that. That was pretty high up. The two-handed block off the backboard, nearly.
That's
I don't know where the foul was, but that was incredible to watch either way. I guess it was with the body. Can't really jump over his back.
You might see some highlights out of Jalen Lewis tonight, as the first free throw is no good. And Porsick is going to check back into the game. Lewis is going to take a seat.
There's one highlight for Jalen Lewis, and he goes right to the bench. Unfortunate for us.
That's got to be the highest someone's jumped this season against the Max. That was pretty crazy.
It was so easy. I can't even dream of jumping that high.
Capizzuto.
See, I don't understand why some teams don't do is Max have two small guards out there with Batesh and with Landau. Like, why don't you just post up like Dylan Hood on Landau? It's a big size advantage. Like, let him go to work, draw the defense. That's what I'd like to see the Dolphins do next time down if they think about it.
It's a question if these players have that in their arsenal.
You don't even necessarily have to have in your arsenal. It's just like, it just draws defenders. They're going to have to double team you. They're not just going to let him back him down. Like, this is a few inches there. Just isolate him right there, and then just, there you go. Draw the help, kick it out, one more. Wide open. Either way, like, wasn't even a post up, but leads to a wide open shot. Like, Batesh is not going to be able to guard Dylan Hood down in the paint. It's just not going to work out.
Capizzuto's got 12 after making that three. He's 4 of 4 from the field.
That's a really nice pass. It was a good idea, at least.
Markovic, last time down, found Zakheim cutting for the easy layup. Tried to do the same thing again. This time they just couldn't execute.
Yeah, I think Markovic is known. He has great vision, but sometimes he does try to force it in a little bit. And you see there, tight window there with Zakheim, but no avail, just off his fingertips.
Zakheim claiming that it hit off of number 4, DJ Tucker. But the refs did not see it that way, so back come the Dolphins.
The Dolphins have hung tight here like they did in the first game with the Max. Chance to take the lead here once again.
Porsick rises. That'll be an offensive foul, loose ball foul on Haven Smith.
I think that's going to be Smith's second. We'll see if Coach takes him out, and that's going to put the Max in the bonus the rest of the way.
An exciting first half thus far. 5 minutes to go, 25-25 game. We thank you for tuning in on Saturday night. Senior night, last regular season game from the Maxton Athletic Center.
I think we expected a close game here tonight. Both these teams pretty evenly matched, close in the standings. And YU has beaten Mount St. Vincent, I believe, 9 straight times, so a little chip on their shoulder as well. None of these players in this team have ever seen a victory over YU, so that's got to be on their minds.
And the freshman, Joseph Carrier, number 33, about to check in for the Dolphins. Batesh at the line for 2. Want a quick shout out to Zevi Samet's sister, Shoshana Samet, and Zevi Samet's cousin, Mikey Richland. They're big Max fans, and they watch the games at the game, and then they come home and they watch it on the live stream.
They just want to hear you.
Maybe. But they definitely want to see Samet, and I can't blame him. He's very good at basketball, but 2 big fans.
Yeah, I don't know how you wouldn't be a big fan.
Of course, Zevi's had such an impressive season. As Batesh hit both free throws. And that ball's thrown away by Tucker. He was looking for Carrier, just checked into the game. Now Sean Goodwin's going to take Tucker out.
Yeah, Coach Mooney's been rotating a lot of his players here in the first half. And I mean, Joseph Carrier, 6'4", freshman, doesn't get so much playing time. A little bit out of sync there with his point guard on that last play. He's in a good defensive stance there, though. I'm into it.
Gob Landau on senior night, and he's pumped.
Love to see the emotion from Gob Landau. You know, you heard his parents say, we hope he gets back in the game. Gets back in the game in a big, look at that, Charlie. Fired up.
Yeah. He's tasked right now with guarding the best player on this Dolphins team in Capizzuto. That'll be a foul on Batesh. Joseph Carrier doing exactly what you said to do. Things getting a little dicey. Sure, they're just exchanging compliments. On senior night, of course.
Yeah, but like you said, Charlie, that is what I wanted to see.
So maybe Coach Mooney of the Dolphins heard what you were saying in the booth.
I hope he did for his sake, but I usually give pretty good advice. But no, on a serious note, Batesh is in the game. He's the smallest kid on the floor, so if you can't go at him in the post with, let's say, Dylan Hode, once you force the switch on a pick, so Joseph Carrier, who probably is more comfortable in the post, why not go at him? I mean, drew the foul on Batesh at worst case scenario, 2 free throws. I don't know if he's a good free throw shooter, but I think that's the way to play. If the Macs are going to go small with Landau and Batesh, I think you got to go down to the post and make him work.
Well, he hit 1 of 2. So not an empty possession. He's averaging 2 points a game.
He's halfway there.
Adi had an open 3 for a second, passes it off to Batesh. Steal by Hode. Fast break, 1-2. Easy layup finish. 2-point game. Let's see if Max Zakheim attacks again. He'll give it off to Markovic. Batesh open for 3. He's got it.
Yeah, that's why Oren Batesh is in the game.
Adi Markovic knew it before it even left Oren's hands. He was putting up 3 fingers.
Yeah, he's not the person you want to leave open if you're the Dolphins.
Blocking foul on Adi.
Yeah, you can't do that. He ran right through the screen, and that's unfortunate. About 25 feet away from the basket. That's going to be free throws for Dylan Hode. 1 and 1. We'll see if he can capitalize.
Roy and Samet checking into the game. Markovic and Landau checking out. 1 and 1 coming for Dylan Hode. First free throw goes, so he'll get a second. Things getting a little chippy between these two teams.
Yeah, it all started with that Joseph Carrier post-up with Oren Batesh. Might have exchanged a couple words, but Batesh might have not liked something he did. Him and Carrier are now joking at the line right now. Guess they made up.
Both free throws good. Just good competitive basketball. 3-point game. It's been an eventful first half. Samet wide open for a layup. Gets fouled. That'll be on number 13, Sean Goodwin. Samet will get 2 shots.
Yeah, it's Goodwin's second foul. Gave a little finger wag, I think, to the ref. He hasn't been happy with either of his foul calls here tonight. I've never met a player who has been happy with a foul called on him.
Well, you get the occasional raise of the hand, like on me, I did it.
I tend to actually find that is usually to protect your teammate from picking up a more valuable foul maybe, but it's always nice to be on. The refs appreciate honesty.
Yeah.
Their job's hard enough.
Yeah. Refs have no friends. Both teams will be yelling at them at some point during the game.
Well, that's a sad way to look at things.
Yep. Samet hits 1 of 2.
Yes, that's a good foul there by Goodwin. Samet, free layup, make him earn at the line. Have some fouls to burn and get away with only one point instead of 2.
Batesh on Hode. He takes it right at him. Layup too strong. Who wants the rebound? It's Zucker. He scurries down the court. Cross court. Samet thought about the three. Ball deflected by Goodwin.
Good hands there by Goodwin. That was going to be Matan Zucker wide open layup. But once again, for the Dolphins, I like how they're attacking the basket on these max smaller defenders. Dylan Ho specifically taking at Orem Batesh time after time. I think that's the route you have to go for the Dolphins offensively.
Matan Zucker. Roy. Matan with 8 on the shot clock. Poked from behind, foul called on Carrier.
A good play by Matan Zucker, just trying to get to his left hand once again. Carrier reaches around the back. That was a close one, but the referees do usually like to call that one when you reach from behind. Hard to get away with that one, and Matan Zucker now 1-1 at the line.
I don't know if the Macs realize that it's just a 1-1 because they're all huddling by
no,
the coach.
I just think they have a lot of confidence in Zucker at the line. They're not too much confidence.
Too much confidence. I didn't want to say anything. It's senior night. It's Capizzuto with Zakheim draped over him. Forsick. Mid-range, awkward-looking shot. Ball rolls around the rim and falls out. Now it's Samet, cross-court Zakheim. Travel by Sevi Samet. I think at first he was going to pull the three, decided better. Or really, I guess, worse in this case. Travels with it. Hold right at Batesh. Solid pass inside, and Carrier finishes it.
Once again, Charlie, if you've seen the last few possessions, they're doing exactly what I said. Take it at Orem Batesh. Matan Zucker keeps having to help, and Joseph Carey has been wide open on a couple of occasions. I think that's really good offense by the Dolphins. Coach Mooney, if it keeps working, no reason to do anything else.
Matan Zucker twisting and turning layup doesn't go.
That was really good defense there by Carrier. Straight up, Matan Zucker gets to a strong left hand, but no avail.
Wonder if Coach Diamonds is going to make an adjustment as Capizzuto spins into the lane.
Good board there by Zucker.
And he's throwing bows, but nothing's getting called, so here come the Macs. It's Roy off the feet from Samet.
Beautiful pass there by Samet. Chance for the Dolphins to go 2 for 1. Capizzuto did look at the clock. We'll see, assuming he noticed it. Gonna probably take a shot in the next 5 or 10 seconds if he sees it.
Capizzuto. Forsick. Roy doing a nice job on him. And Samet comes away with it. 26 on the shot clock. He'll pull a 3. No good. And that's one of those shots probably ill-advised.
Yeah, Matan is running right over to him. He's telling him, use your head, Zevi. I mean, shot clock was off. Could have held for the last shot of the half. Go into the half up by 4 minimum. And now Matan Zucker picks up his second foul. He goes right to the bench, so that's a problem. And then now Sean Goodwin, a chance to potentially cut into the lead at half. Comes the lead before the half. So Matan Zucker, that senior leadership going over to Zevi Samet. Not in a bad way, but just telling him, like, listen, like, next time just
pull it out.
Think before you shoot.
I mean, when you're someone like Zevi, though, he's so skilled at shooting. Is there ever really a bad shot?
I know. It's one of those shots where you're like, no. And then if it goes in, you don't care. But it didn't go in. So, and now Sean Goodwin makes the first.
No good on the second.
Listen, maybe Zevi knows better than I do. He knew Sean Goodwin was going to go 1 for 2 from the line, and now he's probably going to hit a 3 or a bucket to extend the lead before the half. So that's why I'm in the booth and he isn't in the court, but we'll see what happens in the next 8 seconds.
Zakheim way off on the 3. Berdichev on the rebound and puts it up and in. 1 second left. It's going to be Forsick full court. Back iron. Probably wouldn't have counted. First half comes to a close. Max up 38-33. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. and be back with some more interviews with parents and more basketball after these short messages.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, YU class of 1996, founder and chairman of Leket Israel. The skies are reopening, so come and volunteer with us in Israel as soon as you make it here. Please also consider supporting us as you think about your charity. And of course, go Max! Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, founder and chairman of Leket Israel, YC class of 96. It's citrus season in Israel. We need to rescue millions of pounds of these citrus fruit to feed the needy just over the next few months. So please give us a hand. Help the winning team, Leket Israel, and the other winning team. Go Max!
When I was in 9th grade, someone told me to give up on ball. He told me, basketball will only take you so far in life. You're not going to make it to the NBA, he said. What he was missing is that making it to the NBA isn't the only reason why we play. The game of basketball leaves you with so much more than just the game itself. The life lessons and friendships that are made while playing the game will outlive the game and can last a lifetime.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, YU class of 1996, founder and chairman of Leket Israel. The skies are reopening, so come and volunteer with us in Israel as soon as you make it here. Please also consider supporting us as you think about your charity. And of course, go Max!
For Kennedy, but take it back by Leipert. Give it to Terrell. Terrell! That's right, Terrell, 2 more!
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, founder and chairman of Leket Israel, YC class of 96. It's citrus season in Israel. We need to rescue millions of pounds of these citrus fruit to feed the needy just over the next few months. So please give us a hand. Help the winning team, Leket Israel, and the other winning team. Go Max!
Hello and welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center. It's currently halftime with the Max up by 5, 38-33, and we're going to send it to S.J. Tenenbaum standing by with Mr. Zucker.
Thank you very much, Charlie. I'm here with Mr. Eddie Zucker, joined by his wife, Wendy, sisters, Carly and Talia, and son-in-law, Sam. Mr. Zucker, what is it like for you to be here tonight watching your son, Matan? We've seen you throughout the season so aggressively in the stands, rooting for Matan, and now you get to see him in his final home game of the regular season, hopefully. What's that like for you as a parent?
Well, it's bittersweet, obviously. Love watching my son play. Love watching YU play. And I knew there would be a time where this was going to happen, where he's coming down to his end of his career. So I'm just so fortunate. My family, we're so fortunate to be here to support him.
Now, we know that you played college basketball yourself at Division I Rutgers. How did your senior night as a player at D1 Rutgers compare to this senior night here with Matan at Yeshiva?
Well, my senior year, we weren't so good. So we didn't have the fan support my last year. But the atmosphere here tonight is fantastic, and I'm glad that everyone's here to support the seniors.
Now, we got to ask, Matan's obviously a very beloved player. He's going to be missed when he graduates from YU. What are his plans for afterwards once he graduates?
Well, his plans are wide open. So he has a lot of things, a lot of options right now, and he'll weigh every one of them. And then whatever decision he makes, we'll be supportive, and we know it's going to be the best decision.
Well, we wish him the best of luck. Any shout-outs you want to give to any family or friends watching at home?
Yes, a shout-out to my son, Sammy, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight. He is such a proud big brother, loves watching his little brother play. We miss you, but we know he's watching the game.
Thank you very much. Eddie Zucker, Wendy Zucker, the Zucker family, here to cheer on Matan. We wish him the best luck going forward. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, S.J. Thank you, Mr. Zucker and co. Halftime stats are brought to you by Leket Israel. Leket Israel, rescuing nutritious surplus food for Israelis in need. Now, Zach, take it away with these halftime stats.
Yeah, I mean, they just went on the screen for a second, but went away. But it's been a very competitive first half here so far, as many would have expected. Pretty even across the board. We've had 6 ties. Rebounds are pretty even out, 38-33. It's been a little sloppy, which is what I didn't like to see. Max have been ahead for most of the half, but like we said, it's been a little sloppy. Max have taken a lot of three-pointers. They're only 4 for 14 from downtown. But like I said a few times throughout the course of the first half, Mount St. Vincent, what they want to do, if I'm them, is you want to take the ball at the small Max defenders, whether that be Patesh, whether that be Landau, maybe even Zakheim if you have a bigger guy he's guarding, but take it at them and good things will happen, whether that be that person scoring or dishing off. And for the Max, Zach, I'm taking inside. Same idea, getting open threes for your good shooters.
Want to take this time to wish my partner in crime, Zach Tuchman, a mazel tov on his recent engagement. Very exciting times for the Max Live family. Zach, anyone you want to shout out?
Put me on the spot. Not really.
Wow.
I hope my fiance's watching, but she might not be. She doesn't really care.
Anyways.
I hope she's watching.
I hope she's watching.
If she's not, we're not offended.
But not at all.
She should be watching for you more than me. She says great things. She says you're really good at announcing. Me less so.
Appreciate it. We also want to shout out Joel Weinstein. He's a manager for the Maccabees, unsung hero, people say, for the team. I think he's wearing a chain tonight, which is pretty cool. So he's doing big things. We're underway here in the second half. And it's Samet. Deep three. Got it.
That's a good way to start. Get your best shooter open for three, steps right into it, and that's a good start for the Max extending their lead from 5 to 8.
Capizzuto. Wide open is Smith. That's not it. Hits the stanchion, the sixth defender.
Haven Smith keeps setting up shop in that little short corner, but he hasn't been so successful. I think, Coach Mooney, when you hit the stanchion, you go straight to the bench, and Joseph Carrier, who had a nice, solid first half there, comes back in the game.
It's Zach Hahn. Zucker. Like to see him utilize that matchup. He throws the ball away. It'll stay with the Max. Deflected out by Dylan Hode. He's got Joseph Carrier on him. He's got some weight on Carrier.
Don't undersell Carrier like that. He can hold his own.
But Matan's a pretty strong guy.
He is a very strong guy.
Samet can't connect on the three, and now it's Tucker the other way. Spin move, gets inside, and uses his left hand.
And that was really nice there by Tucker. In transition, pushing the basketball. A little spin on Zevi Samet and finishing with the left. I would like to see him shoot a little bit more. I mean, he averages 13 points a game. He's taking 4 shots here tonight.
Batesh knocks down the mid-ranger. Came off a screen from Samet.
I don't want to leave him open.
He's got 7 on the game down, does Batesh. As that ball's thrown away.
Good idea. Good idea there by Tucker, but just a little miscommunication with Capizzuto. Max trying to extend this one to double digits. This would be their largest lead of the game if they can do that.
7 turnovers now for the Dolphins. Samet takes it inside strong, off the top of the backboard. Ball's being knocked around. Batesh, open for 3, got it. Timeout Dolphins. Max up 11. A fast start to the second half for the Maccabees. And now we're going to send it to SJ again, standing by with the Bokers.
Thank you very much, Charlie. I'm joined here by Mr. Bill Boker, Shawnee Boker, and Ryan's brother, Kevin Boker, and his wife, Allie. Mr. Boker, what is it like for you to be here tonight watching Ryan in his senior night, final Max home game, hopefully of the regular season, but hopefully not the final Max home game as the playoffs approach?
Sure not. It's great to be here. Obviously, we don't get to come to a lot of games being in Chicago, but we watch all the games online.
Let's go Max!
Yeah, and it's nice. It's nice to be back here because I was here in school when Ayala and Lior were Hode were here, so it's good to be back and watch them, and it means a lot. This is the end of a career for him, watching him grow up and the JCC and in grammar school and high school and now in college, so it's the end of a career for him, but it's nice. It's good to be here.
Now, you mentioned that you were here previously in YU with the Hodes when they played. What was senior night like back then when you were here?
I don't remember what senior night was like back then. Actually, it's a great question. I don't know that. I wasn't here for my last 2 years. I was here my first 2 years when after Israel. Yeah.
Now, obviously, we have to ask you, being senior night. Ryan's graduating. We got to know. We're going to miss him. What are his plans once he graduates?
Hopefully get a job. That's what we're hoping for, is that he's going to graduate and get a job. And yeah, stay in New York, and then maybe one day come home. But he's, following Kevin. Kevin's living in New York, so I have a feeling he's going to end up living here. And, whatever Hashem has for him and plan, then hopefully that's what will be a good plan for him.
Any special shout-outs you want to give to any family or friends watching at home? Feel free to look in that camera.
I'm supposed to give a shout-out to all his brothers and sisters. Ryan's one of 10. So all his brothers and sisters are watching at home. I know a good friend of mine, Nafi Shabbat, is watching at home. And a bunch of all the friends from all around are watching him and rooting for not only him, but the entire YU team.
Mr. Boker, thank you so much for your time. Mazel tov, Bokers, on Ryan's senior night. We wish him the best of luck going forward. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, SJ. Thank you, Bokers. 1 of 10. It's a lot of siblings.
I'm 1 of 2, and that's a lot. Can't even imagine.
Yeah. Shot left a little short. Speaking of siblings, my sister Libby wants me to shout her out, so I'll do that now.
My sister Jessie probably doesn't want me to shout her out.
So you'll do that as well.
I'll do it anyways.
As Salmon inside to Zucker, fouled and one. And a roar from Matan Zucker. He plays with so much passion. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, 100%. It's probably like watching college basketball. These kids, just so much passion, so much school pride. Really feels like you're playing for more of a purpose than you're not getting paid. I don't know if YU has any NIL deals in the works.
I don't think so.
But they're playing for the name on the front of the jersey, as the old cliche goes.
Matan Zucker, 1 free throw coming. Can't get it to fall.
Yeah, they didn't they wiped his hands on his shorts. Obviously it was the hands that
a little
caused
slippery.
that miss.
Yeah, familiar.
Always gotta find something to blame. Body part, whatever it is.
Carrier. It's DJ Tucker. 5 on the shot clock. It's Porsick. It's a tough 3, falling away. Too strong, and here comes Zakheim. He's got Roy. Roy, he could throw it down, but he's going to go with the layup. Got me excited. Counts for 2 points either way. Now it's Capizzuto. He's only missed once today. He's 5 of 6. He's got 14 points. Dolphins may want to see him shoot the ball a little more. Now it's Tucker. A blocking foul called on Zucker, and one.
And just time and time again, when the Dolphins take the ball to the basket, good things have happened. Tucker there, he's explosive. I mean, gets right by Matan Zucker. I believe that's on him. That's his 3rd. That's definitely something to keep an eye on. Matan Zucker's caused a lot of problems here for the Dolphins tonight on the glass end. Now 3 fouls on him. DJ Tucker gets to the line. He's starting to be a little bit more aggressive, and the Dolphins can start to chip away at this lead slowly but surely.
Berdichev going to check into the game. Zucker going to take a seat. Now I'm curious on that play. He never left his feet. It didn't look like he was moving so much. He more just was standing in the restricted area and there was just contact. Is that a foul just for standing there?
Yeah, you just can't be in the offensive player's way. Kind of just blocked his way path to the basket. DJ Tucker he has every right to go up for a layup, and if you're just in his way, you can't undercut him. It was kind of off the side. It was a little bit awkward. But yeah, I think that's a pretty easy foul call, Charlie.
Berdichev, travel. He started the year pretty hot, Dotan. He's become a little more hesitant down the stretch. Obviously still a very young player. A lot of developing to do.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes that will happen with with a freshman or a younger player, just because sometimes they'll get hot and then teams will kind of adjust, figure out how to play them. A lot of times you'll see that in other sports, the NFL, where there's a sophomore slump, they call it. So college basketball will call this one end of the freshman year slump. But yeah, teams start to figure out what your strengths and weaknesses are, and they'll make sure to take advantage of that.
Foul's going to be on Roy. That'll be his 2nd foul. Capizzuto. Wood setting a screen on no one. That was kind of funny. Capizzuto off 1 foot. And it bounces in.
I've been really impressed with Josh Capizzuto here today. He's missed 1 shot, like you said, Charlie. I mean, keep giving him the ball. He's made good things happen. He's now 6 for 7. And he can use the left and the right, which is just a really hard cover.
Zucker as he was falling. Pardon me, that was Samet as he was falling. Layup no good. Foul's going to go on Dotan all the way on the offensive side of the court. Probably an ill-advised foul going for that rebound.
Yeah, you never want to foul that far away from the basket. But the Dolphins slowly but surely, the max extended to double digits. And now 8-point game. Capizzuto's starting to get going again. DJ Tucker's starting to get going again. Matan Zucker's off the floor, and this could become a close game very soon.
Adi Markovic going to be checking in as Tucker. No good on the perimeter jumper. Foul's going to be called, though, I believe on Vitesh. Capizzuto skying for the rebound, drawing that.
And I like the confidence there by DJ Tucker. A little bit hesitant in the first half, but steps right into that one. They're going to call that one on Zakheim.
Zakheim, yeah.
But it's the 4th max team foul. Foul's starting to become a little bit of a problem. And just Josh Capizzuto, the one snaring that rebound down. He's had a nice game, Capizzuto. Leading scorer, leading rebounder. For someone his size, it's very impressive.
And this Dolphins team just sticking around. Just sticking around, and the Macs are going to have to put him away down the stretch. As Capizzuto throws the ball away. Not the first time that's happened today where there's been a miscommunication on the offensive end for the Dolphins.
Yeah, 100%. That's not the first time, like you said. A few times where it's like the pass went one way and the teammate went the other way. But these have been good cuts, just a little bit miscommunication, and instead of 3 layups, that's 3 turnovers, however many times that's happened.
It's a good rip by Roy. Adi was open, decides to take it in and throws the ball away. And here comes Tucker. Foul on Markovic.
Yeah, that's 2 bad plays in a row by Markovic. That's tough. I mean, you throw the ball right to DJ Tucker in the passing lane, and then, I mean, that's a tough cover for Markovic. DJ Tucker with a head of steam in transition. Not really much Markovic could do there. He tried his best, but DJ Tucker now, chance for 2 at the line. He's trying to pick it up. I love his shoes, by the way.
Yeah, he's got the neon green. More like the crocodile green.
I'm into that.
First free throw is good.
He's really had a nice second half. I think that gives him 5 for the half, 7 for the game. And you see him, I think Coach Mooney probably told him after, like, DJ, like, you're our second leading scorer. Attack the basket, my friend. Take it to them. They can't cover you.
Probably is what he said as he hits both free throws.
I was doing my Coach Mooney impersonation.
I was going to say.
I've been practicing.
That was impressive. I'm surprised Effie Freundlich hasn't gotten more minutes right now. He's a good defender, but also make things happen on the offensive end. Pretty electric, gets the fans into it. But they're going with Dotan as he finds Zakheim underneath. Who gets fouled? 2 shots coming.
And I love that by Zakheim. No hesitation whatsoever. He knows exactly, his spatial awareness is very impressive. He knows exactly where he is when he catches the basketball. Knows exactly where the rim is and just puts it up. And hard cover by the defender, especially with that kind of screen that was set. But Zakheim's been pretty quiet since he had that little bit of a mini explosion in that first half.
He's still leading all max scorers with 14. He's frustrated about something.
Oh, that's a mental error there by the Max. I don't know if you saw what happened, but I think it was Dotan, if I'm not mistaken, but when Zakheim had the ball, he just casually decided he was lined up in the free throw area and just decided to just leave. It's a violation. Can't do that when he throws the ball. So instead of a 2-shot foul, it just
comes a 1-shot
negated the
foul.
first one. Yeah, so that's a tough. Zakheim's a good free throw shooter, so that's tough for the Max to just give away a free point like that for just a mental error.
Hode is no good on the layup. Tips it out to Capizzuto. He's got 18.
Yeah, it's a 5-point game just like that. Josh Capizzuto doing great things on the glass.
Zakheim was open. They didn't get it to him. Samet on the cut. Goes cross court to Patesh. It's Zakheim. Crosses. Loses it. And here comes Hode. Rises. Blocked by Markovic. They're going to call that a goaltending.
Yeah, that's a really impressive play on Markovic, but I agree with that call. I think that might have hit the backboard first. We'll see on the replay. Maybe Dylan Hode in transition. Tough to tell from that angle. Maybe we have from the backside. Doesn't look like we do, but he's probably the best ref in all of Division III basketball, so I'm sure he made the right call.
Yeah. Didn't know Markovic had those kind of bunnies.
I did not know that either. Saving them for that special time.
Yeah.
51-48 now. Another sloppy Max turnover.
Patesh is the big three, and he's got it. Lead back up to 6.
Yeah, you cannot lead him open for Mount St. Vincent. That's not the first time that Oren Patesh has been open, and he's made them pay almost every single time here tonight.
Capizzuto, too easy.
I think he got fouled too.
Misses the bunny.
He's upset at himself, but that was an easy layup. Max have done a good job forcing defenders to a specific side with the help, forcing the offensive player to the help defense, but no one was there that time.
Roy, mid-ranger, he's got it. So things got a little dicey for a second, but the last 2 possessions have been good for the Maccabees. And now it's Tucker. No good on the layup. And here come the Macs. It's Samet. Absorbs the contact. Should have probably went up with the shot. Instead, it will be a foul on the ground.
Yeah, I'm with you, Charlie. Especially after you heard the whistle. I mean, it is hard to react very quickly, but once you heard the whistle, you just got to throw that one up. But just like that, it's down to a 3-point game. Max a quick 5-0 spurt, a chance to extend the double digits. But Coach Steinmetz putting Matan Zucker back in the game. Had a little bit of a harder time on the glass since he's come out, and that should probably put an end to any offensive rebounds.
Samet just a little too strong on the 3, and here comes Tucker. Drives inside, fouled, no good on the layup. Couple layups missed, 3 on the last 3 possessions for this Dolphins team. They'll have a chance at 2 free throws, but a lot of missed opportunities.
Yeah, but I like when DJ Tucker's in transition. I mean, he's been getting to the basket at will when he wants to, especially in the second half. That's going to put the Dolphins in the bonus the last 11-plus minutes of this game. So we'll see if they could take advantage. Wyu's been a little bit more foul-prone here in the second half, and DJ Tucker has been taking advantage at the line so far, as I jinxed him, per usual. But nonetheless, the Dolphins a chance to capitalize at the line here in the last 11 minutes of the half.
Second free throw, good. Subscribe to Max Live on YouTube to make sure you do not miss any amazing Max games and highlights this season. Now it's Zakheim, offensive foul called. That'll be on Landau.
And Max have been a lot sloppier here in the second half. Max are known to be a second half team this season. I mean, they came out pretty strong, extended to double digits, the 5-point halftime lead, but slowly but surely, Dolphins cut it back to 3, Max back to 8. Now another chance. Dolphins have gotten good looks last couple of possessions. We'll see if they can get another layup, which they've had an easy time doing so far in the second half.
That ball thrown away. So back and forth we go with the turnovers, and it's Patesh.
Don't leave him.
Wide open for 3. Can't execute.
Yeah, Dolphins very fortunate there. You do not want to leave Oren Patesh wide open for 3.
Tucker. Zucker on the rebound, but he throws it away. Never quite had it. Porsick. Foul's going to be on the ground. It's going to be on Zakheim.
And that's going to send, it looks like, Capizzuto to the line. Matan Zucker tries to go up with the one hand. You always got to go up with 2 hands if you're able to. Max fortunate that Poor Sick misses the open three, but either way, it's a 4th foul on Matan Zucker here. That's a big story to watch here with 10:30 to go. He doesn't like the call, and Capizzuto a chance, so 1-1 at the line. You got to assume Matan Zucker's going to come out of the game right now, as he does. And the Max are having some problems rebounding without Zucker on the floor with this, after his 3rd foul, and now I'm assuming he's going to sit for a while here with 4. This is a good time for the Dolphins to take advantage.
I'm curious why Freundlich's not on the court. I know I've said it already once.
I think you have a favorite player.
I don't know if he's a favorite player. I just feel like he's a good rebounder, and they've been struggling with that.
He's
this far.
definitely a big body. I mean, he's a little bit frail, a little bit of a frail body type. So, I mean, some of these bigger players like Dylan Hood, a little bit more broad, maybe he'd have a hard time covering. But I don't know. You can ask Coach Steinmetz after the game. If, you know, feel free. I think he's open. You could text him if you want. I don't know what your relationship is like these days.
Maybe I will ask him. But Roy Ikovich on, and he's probably the Max best defender. Him or Matan. He's going at it though on the offensive end. Cross court to Batesh. Landau, deep 3, no good. And here comes Tucker. That's Goodwin, absorbs the contact and throws the ball away. It's Samet with his right hand from the left side. Lead back up to 9.
That was very impressive there by Zevi Samet. I thought there was no way he was going to get that one off of that being blocked, but just using his body as a shield, very impressive in transition.
And maybe Coach Steinmetz heard me as Effie Freundlich getting set to check into the game as Tucker hits the free throw line jump shot.
Yeah, Tucker's been a problem here in the second half. But I don't know. I mean, Coach Mooney listened to me in the first half. Coach Steinmetz, do they have us in their ear?
They may be.
It's possible.
Or someone relaying our takes down to them.
I didn't realize how much they valued our opinion. I always thought whenever I said they did the opposite.
Ball stolen, and here comes Hode. Landau the only one back. Layup's good.
It's Dylan Hode's credit. He's been very aggressive with the basket. I think he's actually got shortchanged on a couple of drives here tonight. I think he's been fouled on a couple of occasions, and they just haven't called it for him. But when the Dolphins have gotten in transition here tonight, they have been very successful.
Well, Hode's got 7. Foul be called on the ground. Pardon me, he's got 8. Freundlich's going to check in, as is Jalen Lewis.
What are they called? Jalen Lewis at Mount Zion? They call him the human highlight reel. Don't they call him that? That's what I heard.
Well, it would make a lot of sense because he is a freak athlete, and it's always on display. That'll be a timeout called by the Dolphins. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, YU class of 1996, founder and chairman of Leket Israel. The skies are reopening, so come and volunteer with us in Israel as soon as you make it here. Please also consider supporting us as you think about your charity. And of course, go Max!
Welcome back into the Max Stone Athletic Center. Yeshiva up 58-53 with 8:38 to go in the second half. And the Max are going to need to find a way to close this game out.
Yeah, they've just been letting the Dolphins hang around, and before you know it, Matan Zucker's got 4 fouls. It's a 5-point game, and DJ Tucker has been putting on a show the last few minutes. And this is not like a meaningless game. This is a big game for playoff implications, Charlie.
Yeah, the Max obviously, again, if they win out, they'll be the 1 seed in the conference.
And that's big. That means potentially 3 home playoff games.
And if they win this game, they will for sure have their first round matchup a week from Tuesday night in the Max Stone Athletic Center and on Max Live for that matter. So a big game for them on the court and us in the booth.
That's pretty crazy. I thought actually they were broadcasting it on ESPN, so that's impressive that you get to announce that game.
Yep, you heard it here first. It's going to be on Max Live. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Zachheim fights his way inside and gets fouled.
I'm curious they're going to call that on the floor. I would have called that one on the floor. Let's see what the referee says. He says it's on the floor. I think that's the correct call.
Tucker getting called for his second of the game. Shot clock's going to reset to 20 seconds. Salmon, that's a deep three. He's got it.
Yeah, it seems a bunch of times this game, whenever the Dolphins get close to the max, whether it be Batesh, whether it be Samet, they just keep hitting big clutch threes to just stave off the rally.
So how will the Dolphins respond? It's Tucker. The senior Porsic, offensive foul. And Coach Mooney is irate with his players.
Yeah, that's a perfect way to describe it. I mean, his player was just moving didn't have to. There was no reason for Capizzuto, as you saw there, kind of just like lunge into the max player, and offensive foul, Porsic was going to open through the elevator screen, and there was just no reason for Capizzuto to do that.
Now it's Batesh. Samet off a screen, downhill, finishes off glass. Samet coming alive.
Yeah, beautiful cut. That's 5 in a row for Samet, and just like that, the max lead back to 10.
The Red Rocket with the steal. Capizzuto can't catch up to him. Max Zackheim on the finish.
I didn't see that one go in. That was so quick. But 7-run, Max biggest lead of the game, and see how the Dolphins respond if they have another rally in them.
Porsic open for three.
That's a good way to start. They haven't really heard him since the first half. He started off hot. They only gave him 2 points. Thought that was for sure 3, but there it is. But yeah, that's a good way to start a run.
Roy drives right past Porsic. Lead back up to 11.
Yeah, this game has become, last couple minutes, a little bit more free-flowing, up and down the court. Open drives. Paint has been a little less congested.
Floater no good by Capizzuto. Batesh skies for the rebound. And back come the Maccabees. It's Roy. That's crazy. Couldn't get the layup to go. Would have been pretty awesome.
I think that was no-look shot.
That's a two-pointer. No good. Zackheim's got the rebound. Batesh open for three. Nothing but net. Lead all the way up to 14.
Yeah, when he's open, you just know it's going in. I mean, we have the perfect angle from here. It's a beautiful way to shoot.
Yeah.
It's perfect for him.
And he's always open when he shoots. A very smart player, not going to force it up.
100%. And all your teammates love that. No one likes when you force up the bad shot.
10 on the shot clock. Porsic trying to do it himself. Gets inside, fouled, and one. Dan Porsic.
Yeah, the senior Dan Porsic. Senior night for him as well, a little bit. Rhodes senior night. Yeah, whenever the Max start to extend the lead, the Dolphins start to creep back in just a little bit.
Free throw doesn't go. That'll be an offensive foul on Roy. Quick shout out to David Blank, Max super fan. Good friend of mine as well. And obviously, of course, the YU roller hockey team. They have 3 games slated for tomorrow. Yoni Drazen, the star of that team. Big Achi on it as well.
Hope they finish up for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's true. Although they're hockey players, they don't really care about football. As Sean
I'm
Goodman
not cool enough to have any friends in the roller hockey team, so I can't speak to that. But
that is true. You are not cool enough. As Roy has it now. Effie.
Oh, here's our guy.
Yeah. Waiting for him to go off. It's coming. as Zakheim gets the ball poked away.
Oh, yeah,
Capizzuto
Hode.
up to Hode, too far. Saved though. Effie's got it. Up to Patesh. Samet wide open across court. Catches it, shoots it, and puts it in. Timeout, Coach Steinmetz. Lead up to 13. We're going to go to a quick commercial break and be right back.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, founder and chairman of Leket Israel, YC class of 96. It's citrus season in Israel. We need to rescue millions of pounds of these citrus fruit to feed the needy just over the next few months. So please give us a hand. Help the winning team, Leket Israel, and the other winning team. Go Max!
Welcome back to Motash Madness in the Heights. Max up 73-60, 4:37 to go in the game. And it's been the 3-ball which has been the catalyst tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen in the second half to help them pull away. Max, that was that last one by Zevi Sama, their 10th three-pointer of the game. They're shooting 40% from 3. And on the other end, the Dolphins just 3 for 8. I mean, that's a big difference right there. It's 21 more points from behind the three-point arc. They say the three-pointer is the great equalizer, but it can also be a big advantage. And the Max are taking advantage here tonight. But Zucker checking back in with those 4 fouls as well. Max a 13-point lead, so not as concerned as they might have been when he went out initially, but still something to keep an eye on, of course.
Stepner's at the game tonight. Jack Stepner, of course, was almost going to play Maccabees basketball, probably the best high school player his age.
A little biased, but
Isaac Stepner, his younger brother, a future Mac. Not biased, spitting facts. As Porsick, off back iron. Foul's going to go on the ground.
Either way, I think Jack Stepner was the missing piece to that Max super team, though.
Definitely.
That's what people said.
Definitely could have been. He could have played any position on that team. And he would have been the best shooter also.
So he was basically like LeBron James.
Basically. But he's in Israel now, wishing him the best.
Plays for what, Maccabi Tel Aviv?
I think he may have turned that down. First free throw good by Capizzuto. As Adi Markovic in the game now. Effie Freundlich taking a seat. Both free throws good. 11-point game.
Yeah, it's not over yet, but if I'm the Max, I'm milking clock here, running their offense, taking a shot with probably under 10 seconds on the shot clock, and see how it goes. Just play good defense. Get a shot of this game in the bag.
Well, that's not going to help the cause as Capizzuto gets the steal. Wide open for the layup. Looked a little awkward on the finish.
That's exactly what you don't want to do if you're the Max. Turn the ball over.
Now Samet attacks. He gets fouled. You might want to slow it down a little bit. Coach Steinmetz, I think.
Yeah, I'm with you, Charlie. That's going to put Salmon at the line for a 1-and-1, so that's good news. But you see, it doesn't take very long to score a basket, but if you have the ball, take 30 seconds off the clock. There's not that many possessions left in this game.
Big free throws coming here. First one's good, so he'll get a second. For behind-the-scenes pictures and content you won't find anywhere else, be sure to follow @MaxLive on Instagram. Or join the WhatsApp group chat. The link for that is in the description of this YouTube video. Lead back up to 11. Lewis was no good on the shot. Samet now off to Patesh. And the Max will slow it down.
Yeah, like Patesh did there, slow it down, no need, 30 seconds off the clock. Start to run your offense with 10 seconds left.
Vitesh behind the back. Dirk style off one. Left it short. And back comes Hode. Spinning. That'll be offensive. Nope, it'll be a travel.
I think that's the right call. Wasn't an offensive foul because Zakheim was not really set. Wasn't a block because he was out of control, and I think a travel. I think it was the right call. Could have gone either way.
I don't know, Zach.
Maybe he was being generous, didn't want to give him a foul.
On senior night, although he's not a senior. As Zakheim doubled, does well to get rid of the ball. That's a three from Samet. No good.
I know he's open, but I don't know if Coach Steinman likes that. You're up 11, so it's not that crazy, but that's a charge.
That'll be a charge. Zakheim always putting his body on the line.
Yeah, it's an easy call there. Zakheim, great position. Beats him to the spot. And Capizzuto right into him.
So Markovic is open by himself down court, but Porsic sees that. They'll give it into Zakheim. 3 guys on him. Calmly gets it to Zucker, and now the Max will set up their offense in the half court. It's the senior Matan cross court to Vitesh. Markovic. Vitesh. That'll count for 2. Vitesh's total now up to 18. Max lead up to 13. It's Hode. It's a wide open 3 in the corner, and Lewis connects.
He's known more for his athleticism at the basket. That was travel. Yep, good call.
Roy Ikovic going to check back into the game. Adi Markovic going to take a seat. Game not done just yet. 1:54 to go.
Gotta be efficient on offense every time down if you're the Dolphins, but not out of reach yet. Maybe a couple steals, a couple missed free throws, and it's not over just yet.
Now, if next Saturday night, well, the Max are going to play against Farmingdale in Farmingdale, and if the game is for the 1 seed, meaning that the winner of that game will win the 1 seed, then that game may be broadcast on Max Live. Stay tuned to Max Live Twitter and WhatsApp for updates on that. So if it is for all the marbles, it may be on Max Live next Saturday night against Farmingdale. But more pressing matters right now as Porsic wide open for 3. No good. Samet grabs the rebound. And Zakheim let that one roll, but the Dolphins make a mess of it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for the Dolphins. You have Porsic, a wide open shot, misses it unfortunately, and then a careless pass by the Max, stolen, and then, like you said, they make a mess of it.
It's Vitesh. He throws the ball out of bounds. So both teams.
Max are trying to keep him around. They're trying to practice their late game execution.
Tucker going to check back into the game. Goodwin going to take a seat. Both teams playing a little sloppily right now. Dolphins going to need a quick bucket.
Hey, you don't even need a 3 if you're the Dolphins. Just take a 2 while you keep turning the ball over. That could have been a foul.
It's Tucker. He'll attack the hoop at Samet. Bunny, no. But he'll finish it up. And Coach Mooney yelling at his team to get forward on the press. Ball goes into Samet.
Yeah, their press has been pretty effective here.
That was a filthy between the legs cross. Cross court, stolen by Lewis. And here comes Porsic. Up to Tucker. Capizzuto. Contact. Offensive foul on Capizzuto. Max Zakheim drawing another one.
Yeah, Zakheim always seems to be in the right position. That one I felt like could have gone either way. Hard for me to tell on that one, but.
Timeout by the Max.
Once again, yeah, Coach Steinmetz, I think that's a good timeout. That's I think 3 or 4 straight possessions where they've turned the ball over. Fortunately, the Dolphins have only capitalized on 1 or 2 of them.
Coaches for the Dolphins really unhappy. They're going to have to be careful.
I mean, yeah, Charlie, that's a big call there. As you see here, another look. It's close. I hear both sides. It's a tough call. The block charge call is the hardest call to make in basketball.
Absolutely.
So, never going to blame a ref for getting a couple wrong throughout the course of a game. But understandably so, if you're Coach Mooney, you want that call to go your way. That's a chance to make it a 6-point game. And I mean, the Macs keep turning the ball over, giving more and more opportunities for the Dolphins to make this interesting. Dolphins aren't complying. They don't want to make it interesting.
Max now with 17 turnovers on the game.
That's a high number.
That's not a great look. Vitesh. Oh. Donny got decked by Zucker. It's Roy. Here comes the double. Zucker now. He'll get fouled. So Matan Zucker will go to the line.
And Lior Hode next to me making a good point. Broke the press so nicely. And then you have Matan Zucker, the worst statistical free throw shooter on the team, going to the line for 2. But his senior leadership, I think will shine through here. Sometimes it's not all about the numbers; it's about experience.
First shot's good.
I'm sure he'll prove me right. After I gave him a nice pep talk.
Yep. To make it a 10-point game with 54.9 seconds to go in the half. Hopefully in the game, if you're a Max fan. Rims out. So here come the Dolphins and Tucker. Quickly takes it down the court, no good. Hode gets fouled from behind.
That was a really nice pass there by Tucker. Really nice pass there.
It's a glass half full kind of take.
But yeah, either way, a little bit didn't get enough air under that one, but Dylan Hode, right place, right time, and his best case scenario for the Dolphins, 2 potential points at the line. Clock stopped. A 4th foul on Max Zackheim.
Hode misses the first. Markovic will check in. Matan will check out. A little offense defense.
Yeah, a little bit of a better free throw shooter. Adi Markovic.
No good on both. So the Macs escape unscathed from that possession. Vitesh does a good job of calling timeout. He was trapped.
A heady play there by Vitesh. He's the guy you want with the ball, though. He's an excellent free throw shooter, but smart play, saw the double coming, didn't have a new outlet, and calls the timeout.
It's going to be interesting down the stretch this season. Of course, 2 more games left for the Maccabees after this one, and then hopefully the playoffs, and we'll see how long they can make that run. Who's it going to be? Who's going to step up this year? Obviously, it's been Ryan and Gabe in the past, but they don't have them this year, so it's going to be interesting to see who that guy's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, I think there are pros and cons to not having a bona fide superstar on your team, bona fide superstar. Because it doesn't have to be the same person every game. A lot of times with superstar-heavy teams, the best player on the team gets shut down, and the team doesn't really know what to do, or he's not having his best game. But in this situation with the Macs, they have a lot of what I would call like a 1A kind of players on their team, and they could all have their game. Like sometimes it's Max, sometimes it's Zevi, sometimes it's Oren, sometimes it's Matan, but everyone chips in a little bit, and that's a lot more consistent. But I think the Macs are in good shape. I think the game against Farmingdale might be tough. They gave them problems earlier this season. They lost the first time they played. They've given them problems in the past. Coach Toomey has a great game plan. Usually against the Macs, he knows exactly what to do, and I think that'll be a tough one. It'll be a close game probably down to the end. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's the championship matchup for the trip to the NCAA tournament this year. I know it's too early to start talking about that.
A little too early.
I don't want to get ahead of myself, but
last time those 2 teams played, Farmingdale beat the Macs by double digits, but the Maccabees did not have Max Zackheim at the time.
That's obviously a big difference. I expect Farmingdale to be ready to play against him. Wouldn't be worried.
They obviously have Santos.
Yeah, Santos. I've never seen someone quicker than Santos.
That'll be a fun matchup to watch.
I'm surprised he's not an Olympic runner at this point, but Yeah, Santos is a really good point guard, and there's some other nice pieces as well, but it'll be a good matchup. Coach Steinich, Coach Toomey played many times, and with a lot on the line, obviously no love lost between those two teams.
Gav Landau going to check in. Max Zakheim going to take a seat. If he doesn't come back in, he'll finish with 17 points on 7 of 10 from the field.
Yeah,
impressive game.
That's very, very efficient game.
Capizzuto spins his way inside and gets the layup to fall. Matan gets it into Batesh. Now it's Matan. They're going to want to foul him, but he gets it off to Landau. Ball poked away. What's it going to be here? The Dolphins are going to get the ball. I'm not really sure. There was no foul called there.
And Max Zakheim wants to come back into the game. So does, but Coach Steinich pushes him back to the bench. So interesting, no call there. I think many people in the crowd were expecting a foul, but now Dolphins a chance to cut to the lead. You don't necessarily need a three.
Capizzuto takes it himself and uses the window.
And that was quick, down to 7. Max have had some trouble.
Ball deflected. It's going to stay with the Maccabees.
So that's great D by Hode, but now the Macs are going to be in a very uncomfortable position to inbound this ball.
Adi and Zakheim going to check into the game. Gav, Matan going to take seats.
But this is a really hard place to inbound the ball, especially with DJ Tucker on you. Is an easy place to trap after the first pass, and it's just a hard place to get in general.
Well, they get it into Max, and that's the one guy you want to, because he could just scurry past all these defenders, loses it for a second, wasting ample time, and gets fouled on the block.
Yeah, Coach Mooney telling Dylan Hode, you were in a great position defensively. You didn't need to get in his way and take the block, especially they also were very close to getting called for the 10 seconds. But it's going to send an excellent free throw shooter, and Max Zakheim to the line to probably seal it. 16 seconds, 7 points plus, probably a hard feat to accomplish.
First shot from Max is no good. Stay tuned for our post-game show. If the Max win, we'll have a interview with the player of the game. And I have a feeling it might be the kid who just hit the free throw. Capizzuto's going to have to hurry. Good contest by Zakheim. Rebound, no good. 2 shots coming for DJ Tucker. Dolphins still going hard. 9.3 to go, 8-point game.
You got to respect the effort by the Dolphins. You know, they're down by 8. It's probably unlikely they're going to pull out this victory, but
Matan Zucker fouled out of the game. So on senior night,
he used up all of his fouls.
Uses all of his fouls.
Can't
yes.
take him home.
And I know it's a cliche, but he really leaves it all out there on the court.
Yeah, he really does, and it's contagious. You see a lot. He pumps up a lot of his teammates. He dives for a loose ball. They dive for a loose ball. They box out. He boxes out. Tracy Tucker's gonna miss this on purpose.
Now, so it's a 6-point game. Timeout, Dolphins. 9.3 seconds to go. And what do you think Coach Mooney is telling his team right now?
He might be asking them what they want for dinner. That's a possibility because 6 points in 9 seconds is without the ball is pretty difficult. Akiva Poppers was famous on Twitter this week because NJCU scored 6 points in 5 seconds, but they had the ball. But it's tough. I mean, he's going to tell them to trap hard, hopefully get a steal. But there's really not much you could do. If you're lucky, maybe they max throw it to you, or there's a quick carry out of bounds, and only a half a second comes off the clock. But it's a tough situation if you're the Max. You just kind of want to get this ball and bounce cleanly. And if one of your players is fouled, I mean, that's going to walk it to the other end of the court. They're going to inbound the ball, and I think you're good to go if we just inbound the ball here cleanly.
And it's Zakheim. He'll get fouled right away.
Yeah, that should all
All but
be
ended.
all about it. Even if he misses both, which would be a little bit shocking to me. But a little bit tough for the Max at the end of the game here. A little tough for them to close it out, but they got the job done.
Zakai makes it a 7-point game. So a 3-possession game with 7.8 to go. Timeout's going to be called, seemingly delaying the inevitable. But I think it was the Max who called the timeout. Maybe to get some of their seniors on.
Yeah, I think that's right, Charlie. You want to put the seniors in one last time. No other reason to call a timeout and talk strategy at this point in the game.
It's been an entertaining game tonight. Both teams played hard, went on their own little runs. It was back and forth. Seems like the Max are going to pull away with the win. Max Zackheim, as he's been all year, just so impressive. Getting inside, finishing with both hands. He has the respect of his peers, both on his team and on the other team. He plays hard with grit. And he's looking to put this one away and get the 20 points on the night if he hits this free throw.
Yeah, I mean, this is a kid who has been in the NCAA tournament before, Division I NCAA tournament. Although it's his first year on the Max team, Max Zackheim provides a lot of experience for some of these, a lot of new faces that haven't been in the spotlight before in the years past, the Ryans, the Gabes, the Eitans, etc.
He calmly hits the free throw. Capizzuto throws the ball away. Porsic is going to have to heave it. Not going to do it. Final score, Yeshiva 83, Dolphins 75. We're going to go to a quick commercial break and be back interviewing our star of the game.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, founder and chairman of Leket Israel, YC class of 96. It's citrus season in Israel. We need to rescue millions of pounds of these citrus fruit to feed the needy just over the next few months. So please give us a hand. Help the winning team, Leket Israel, and the other winning team. Go Mac!
Hello and welcome back into the Max Stone Athletic Center. The final score tonight was the Max 83, the Dolphins 75, and we're going to send it down to S.J. Tannenbaum, standing by with our player of the game. S.J.?
Thank you very much, Charlie. I'm joined here with Mr. Max Zackheim, our player of the game. Max, congrats on the win tonight. How important is it for you guys to get wins like this as we approach the playoffs?
I mean, words can't explain. It's super important. I mean, we have 2 more games after this. Look, we're fighting for the 1 seed in the conference playoffs. It's February. Every game's freaking huge. So, I mean, to get one tonight's massive. We got a big one Wednesday and then a big one Sunday, and hopefully we can get first seed and be in this gym for every single game in the playoffs.
Now, obviously, we know from tonight, it's senior night tonight. 3 Max players are going to be graduating. Gabe Landau, Ryan Boker, Matan Zucker. As a first-year player, how much of an influence have those Max senior players had on you and your growth?
I mean, both of them have had, all 3 of them have had crazy impact. I mean, it's Matan, even the second I got on campus, was helping me, was showing me little stuff in the offense. Has been like a big brother to me. Gob too. I mean, we play similar style. I mean, he get after guys and play on defense, shoot the ball. So he's also helped me. And Boker's just been a voice, been a good voice to help us on and off the court. So all 3 of them really have helped me a lot.
Max, great game tonight. Thank you for the time as always. We wish you best of luck in the future in the playoffs. Max Zackheim, player of the game. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, SJ. Thank you, Max. Again, the final score here at Yeshiva 83, the Dolphins 75. For Zach Tuchman, I'm Charlie Bendheim. Thanking you for joining in here on Max Live. Stay tuned again, because maybe coming Saturday night, if it's for all the marbles and a first place seed, then we may do the Farmingdale State Yeshiva University Maccabees game in Farmingdale on Max Live. So stay tuned for more information on that. Again, thank you for joining us and have a good night.